It's just not. Oh, I think we are. Just can't see from over here.
It skipped the countdown.
Well, we can. Let's look for comments and we'll see. Say hello, chill.
Hello.
Okay.
Yo.
Let's come up with like
Is anybody?
an
Are we?
intro. Just dun 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 dun
You
dun
wanna do
dun
a
dun
countdown?
dun. Do 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 do. Oh wait, what was that? Phenomena.
Because I can do a countdown. I just gotta remember where it is. It's been a while since we did this.
Do a countdown.
All right. No, we're still going, so that's awesome.
Are we live? Comment and let us
Yeah,
know.
there's
if
comments
you
there.
Bloopers.
can
Say
still
hello.
hear
Look at that,
us.
people.
Yes.
Andy Jones says hi there.
Hey
Hello,
Andy.
What up?
Hey Priscilla, Ashley, Artis, Ev, Red Eagle,
Wow.
Judy.
Judy Mason. Hi, Auntie
So
Judy.
cool.
What up?
It's,
It has been a while, YouTube. Hey, holy smokes. It's been a crazy summer for all three of us, I think. Holy smokes. It's been, it's been like a storm, like rainy, it's been sunny, it's been amazing so far.
How's
Mhm.
everybody doing out there?
Yes. How is everybody doing?
Did you miss us? I know I haven't been online for a little while, other than, sharing my adventures.
Yeah, I haven't been online either. Just I went to Inuvik actually with Leanne Goose and played up there. We did Canada Day in Red Deer, and it was brutally rainy. There was like 4 people in front of a huge stage standing in the pouring rain. 2 of them were my parents and one of them was my sister.
Aw.
They braved the rain. Yeah, it's been a fun summer so far. Lots of
But I
things
think-
happening.
I think there was also, wasn't there a few families that were, I think, new to Canada that were there that actually stuck it out? And yeah, it was. I was actually there too. We got to play the Canada Day there, and we saw, I think, a lot of new families that were to Canada that were like dancing in the rain, and the kids were very friendly, coming backstage, saying hi to us, and yeah, you could tell that they were enjoying themselves throughout the rain as well. So. Yeah.
Well, it wasn't that bad. I mean, they postponed us twice, so that's why there was only like 4 or 5 people. It felt like that. It wasn't really that. There was more than that. There was like 20 people when we played. But you left, and I played with Relic, and the rain came down harder, and they weren't even going to let Relic play. I was playing bass for him and his band because the rain was coming down so hard, and they canceled the fireworks. And Relic's like, no. Tent family over there is sitting here. There's this family that was under a tent, and they were there the whole day. And he asked them out there, you guys want to hear us play? And they're like, yep. So we went up and we did a short set to Tent family, and then Relic's stepson and a few of their friends was there, and then there's another group of people up there. So, and they braved the real rain. Like, it was coming down.
I love the diehards. They are awesome.
Totally, and it's like the good thing is it wasn't too windy,
Yeah.
So it was actually quite bearable.
And the real
when we were playing anyway.
The deadly part of it was the stage had a roof, so we weren't getting wet at all. I mean, that may sound a little selfish, but but I was dry, except when I had to go walk to where the vehicles were or whatever. But, so we got wet too, anyways, but just not while the music was happening.
I was lucky enough to do my screenings for the film. They found us over the summer here, The first screening was in George Gordon's First Nation, and then we did one in uh, Regina after that, and then one in Calgary, and now we have one planned for Winnipeg that's going to be happening in September. We're going to
On
be
the
doing
13th.
Yeah, we're going to be doing a collaboration with a few people and artists from Winnipeg, and making we're basically, it went from being a screening, like something really special happened in Calgary when I was there. There was so many awesome performing artists that came out and really made the night special. So I thought, you know what, we should do the same thing when we go to different cities. So I'm planning one also here in Edmonton as well. So hopefully, I'll have some of my friends come and perform and talk about just how the whole situation with our people affects them as an artist. And so to have this these special nights, we're going to call it a reconciliation night or reconciliation night. I know a lot of people are getting away from reconciliation, the word, but it just felt like a night of change. And so it was an honor to be a part of this whole screening and film. And it's turned into something else now, and it's taken its own life. And I want to thank like all the team and people that have helped fund it and get us to different places as well. And I know that Trent is going to be along with me on this screening, as well as helping plan it and a part of it that way as well. So it's been an interesting journey, another step to the arts. It's always important to me to grow as an artist, and this was just a part of that platform. So it's been amazing. What a ride, and thank you to everybody who's come out and supported it as well.
The summer's not over yet, though.
Yes, yes, yes. No.
Um, it's, oh my God. Honestly, I went from the month of May, royalties running out, not sure how I was going to pay rent. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
there were a few people who like reached out to help me, financially, so I could put my daughter in daycare, get some stuff started. Just, oh my God, I can't even tell you guys like how much I love you guys, because like I'm actually ahead in my rent now,
That's sweet.
and my bills and stuff like that. My daughter is actually doing so good. She was like half potty trained, throwing tantrums still, like regular toddler stuff, to all of a sudden, like within like a month, she's like this whole new human being. And I'm like, who are you? She, Amy, always joking about her and everything. Like, I'm just really proud of my kids right now. Um, she's at the point where she's like, I don't care if you're gone, but when you come back, I want a toy and money. She's 4. And I'm like, yes, boss. And my son, I swear to God, he could like totally care less. He's like, oh, hey, mom. I'm like, what happened to the hugs and the mommy's home? And I'm like, oh. But, I guess it's kind of a good thing too, because then the next couple of weeks coming up, I'm actually not, I have like, I'm home for 3 days, I think. Then I'm gone again. I'm home for 1 day. I'm gone again. And just, yeah, just shows just keep on adding on and adding on and adding on. And I'm like, this is cool, but the last gig, I blew my back out.
Oh,
Yeah, I saw
I
pictures
saw
of that.
that online.
I'm sure it looked far more dramatic than what it really was. But to be honest, like when the pain hit, like I was just trying to sit up from the bed. And when the pain hit, it was like all over, like all the way down my shoulders, all in the upper part, like all on my back. Like I couldn't move. I couldn't hold my head up. I was like holding my neck. I'm like crying, and I was like scared to like yell, because like any little movement, just, it was so painful. And I went out the door, and there's Kelly and Scott Pian Picard, and they were like kind of freaking out. I thought it was cute. Like he was like, oh my God, like, what do we do? But there was this huge language barrier, and they couldn't really understand me. All I could say was help, like my neck, help. Like, um, yeah, but um, it turned out like I'm okay today. Yesterday, it actually started feeling like a lot better. It still hurts a little. But I got through the show. So it actually, my back and my neck were hurting the day before.
You
And
know
I
what?
got through the show like that. Like,
I think what you need is like one of those translators on your phone. Like if you're gonna go to
but
Quebec,
we did. Okay. So honestly, like, so not on my phone, but at iPhones, you do have the translator
yeah.
app or whatever built
Mhm.
right in. The thing is that there was no service there.
Oh, okay.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, we thought like, oh, we've got this, like, cool, we have this,
Well,
translator thing.
I
And
took grade 7 French, something like that.
so you understand a little bit.
Je m'appelle Trent. Means my name is Trent.
Oui.
Comment ça va?
I'd be in your position. I'd be lost. Yeah. I'd be like, hello, is there a translator here?
It was
Can someone
um,
fix my shit?
Yeah.
oh, I totally walked out there like a total boss, like I knew, as if I knew the language and all of that. I was like, bonjour, what's up? Manawan. I keep saying Wasanapi. I think I might have said it during the show
Bonjour.
too. Wasanapi.
Bonjour. Je m'appelle Chelsea.
How did the show end up going after and stuff?
Oh my God, it was incredible. Like, pain or not, I was just like, I'm here to do a job, entertain and have a good time. And, I handle pain really well, actually.
Mm-hmm. Especially, I guess, like when you're going to perform, it's weird how, pain can go away, or even how you're feeling, it can change how you're feeling. There's so many different things.
It's like the dopamine and the adrenaline in your body kicking in.
It's something.
Yeah.
Or the dope that, no, I'm just kidding.
There was a TikTok I wanted to share. So, like, actually during Scott's set, so he was the last to perform, and Scott P.N. Picard.
Okay.
So I went out during his set and threw a few CDs that kept me on the stage, and a couple, like a bunch of postcard size posters, and I threw them into the crowd. And when he was like told me to come stand with him on stage, I knew a little bit of the song, just the hey yeah. Nice. I'm so terrible at that, but suddenly the crowd just started to like handing me anything and everything that they could, so I could quickly sign them.
Oh yeah, you sent me that TikTok.
And then there's this TikTok, like this one chick was trying to hand me her foldable chair through the crowd, and I seriously contemplated grabbing it. I was like looking at it, I was like, hold on. And I was signing, I was like, could I do it? I was like, my back hurts. So I was like, not as bad, but maybe I could. And I'm still signing and all of this stuff. Finally, I was like, I'm sorry, I can't. That's too big. And I did apologize to her. I was like, I'm so sorry I couldn't sign. She was like, I did it as a joke just to see if you would. And I'm like, oh my God, like I really honestly probably would have if my back wasn't hurting.
That's awesome.
The children were so incredible. Like I can't get over it. When going to like Quebec, and then like I have these little fans all over me and stuff. Like Manawan, I actually got a little bit overwhelmed. Here I am just trying to turn the corner, have a smoke. As soon as I light it, there's another person, pictures and autographs. And I was like, okay. And so the organizers were actually laughing at me because I was like, okay, everybody, okay, like I have a moment here and whatever. And I just started running. I was like, I'll be right back. I needed 5 minutes. I needed to sit down because my lower back was starting to hurt. So I needed to sit down. I wanted to have
those situations is get yourself a comfy spot and let them come to you and sign their shit.
Well,
I mean their stuff. Like you were sitting at a table like this.
This was like throughout the entire event. Like anytime that they saw me, they just kept coming up, right? And that was like really awesome. I was just like, I gotta find a better system though. Do you want a card? Do you want a CD? Where do I put my money? Where are my pens and my markers? And yeah. It was it was like the entire time, and I
That's awesome.
missed some of the performances and whatnot, but I heard them like really,
Hmm.
you know, really amazing artists out there. Terrible with names.
Yeah.
You're not the only one. You're not the only one. I always
Actually,
forget names.
I actually wrote down what. Okay, what's her name? Is that it? Wasimia? Wasimia. I'm pretty sure Wasimia has her name. She said it means ball of light.
Mm,
Wasimia. Really, really beautiful voice. Like I
mm,
was just like completely blown away. She just had this incredible voice. Like everybody's performances were
Wow.
amazing, but Wasimia was somebody that I'm never gonna forget. Like
hmm
wish she
hmm
lived closer. I would do so much more like so much music with her, to be honest.
That's awesome.
No, that's really cool. That's awesome. It's awesome. That's what it's inspiring. When you go to the festivals, is not only like the fans and everything. It's the other artists and the interaction with the fans, and it's just it's totally awesome to be part of those things when
Hmm.
those moments happen. We got to play our first like band show in a school setting, like a
Yeah.
full
On
band.
Indigenous Peoples Day.
Yeah, on Indigenous Peoples Day, which was quite wild. It was kind of, I think, the same type of vibe, like, but but it was only like a shorter set, like a 45-minute set.
Yeah.
But the kids were really super excited, and for the last song, the teachers kind of just said, "Everybody, get up." Like, and because us, we want to be careful, like, especially in a school setting. We're like, should we? Yeah,
That's the video of
yeah.
it.
So, all the kids got up, and it was their first like assembly where they could all be together. And so they were like super excited, and the music was going, and they were all dancing. The teachers were dancing with them.
Mm.
So yeah, I totally
There
get
was a
that
group of
vibe.
kids that started a mosh pit. It was
Yeah.
amazing. For Kokum Stories. So I was like totally no, I'm just kidding.
I don't know why. Remember, where were we in Saskatchewan? Prince Albert, Saskatchewan, and he comes in. You showed up. We were playing bass for me. I was singing. The
Oh
crowd
yeah.
was like, there was, the event didn't go so well. The plan, I think, it was a planning or something, but there were, a couple of people there, and then these girls. We noticed that we're dancing, but I was kind of just focused on the singing and whatnot. And Trent noticed that when I was singing, what was it?
I don't
Oh,
even
Tennessee Whiskey.
Yeah, Tennessee Whiskey.
And then he's like, I have never seen anybody twerk to George Jones.
Oh, now I remember this. Yeah.
Later, we find out. Um, how do I put this without sounding? Later, I found out that they were into me, or you know what I mean.
Attracted to you
Attracted.
in a non-friendly way.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, they were twerking for George Jones.
Mm.
They were twerking for Chelsea. Like my Trent and a friend of mine and Darren, they were all just like bugging me for like the entire time.
It was pretty funny, actually.
For the longest time, actually. Yeah.
Prince Albert. Shout out to Prince Albert.
Hey.
Voices of the North. Well, that's what that was. Is you were playing a gig there, and Voices of the North were having an audition, and me and Nathan drove out to do that, and then hung out for the night because you had Mitch playing with you, Mitch Daigneault, and Kevin.
Oh yes,
Kevin Joseph was playing, so we stayed and jammed with you guys. Yeah,
wicked musicians
from Saskatchewan. Yeah, they were awesome.
Yeah, it's always fun to travel. I think I was up at one of those. I'm not sure exactly what it was called, but I wasn't like a person that was like a part of the actual camp or anything. I think I was there just as a guest performer, a side guest performer for the night. But yeah, that was quite a while ago, and I think it was when it was first starting out. Everything, yeah, It's good to see that, these projects grow. Kind of like this situation here. We haven't really mentioned, but we are located in a new spot. As you can tell, that it's a little bit of a new background.
He took my. I was going to talk about it. No,
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
well, hey, since Trent didn't mention it yet, I thought, you know what? People are probably wondering, where are you guys? So
I'm just kidding,
go ahead,
by the way.
Trent,
No,
tell us where
you,
we
you
are.
you tell them. No. No, anyways, this is just we moved into a new place to do the podcast and our little recording studio here. So this is where we're going to be coming from now on, and we're going to be taking the rest of the summer off. That's why we didn't warn you about anything. We haven't been around for a while because we've been super busy. So we are going to start a season 2, and we're going to start it in September. But since there is a lot of you commenting out there, what day would you like the podcast to happen and what time? Like, we were doing it Tuesdays at 7 p.m.
Yeah.
But does that work for your schedules? Let us know. We're open to anything because we want to, keep it fresh. And
Tell us how we can improve.
yes, how can we improve this
Tell us what
podcast
you would
for
like
you?
to see in the inside season 2, because we really want to thank you for tuning in for season 1. We've had a great time with so many awesome artists from around Canada, and that's really what this podcast is about, is to get those Indigenous voices amplified. And so without your guys' tuning in, and without that, we wouldn't be sitting here, because we're going to be actually doing a men's podcast as well on the side here. That's kind of, the idea was spun off of doing this with our friends, and so these are always the start of new journeys, and it's a part of growing as an artist to try new things. And so all of us here, I think this was our first podcast
Yeah.
in our careers. And it's been a great honor to do it with these two awesome artists. So
I have
we're
something
looking forward
smart to say.
season 2, everybody. Woo!
Well, don't worry, guys. I will be a part of the podcast, just with a beard. I'll
No, what I wanted to
Sharpie.
say is I want to do another spin-off podcast. We need to do a podcast with just Chelsea and Amy.
Oh my god! Right? Oh my god!
You totally should do a weekly podcast with Amy.
You should see how cheeky this child is. I'm like, are you my child or my sibling?
So that's the story. Anyways, we're going to come back in September. We're going to have new guests to interview, hopefully.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I know we will. We just have to get our poop in a group and get going. But that's why we're going to wait for a few weeks. We're going to try and get everything together, find the interest, see if you guys want to do it on a different day. So comment,
Yes.
comment.
What's the best day that you would like it? And also, would you guys be interested in us reading out some of your questions and doing a question and answer type of?
Yeah.
part of
Would
the
you send us
podcast?
video questions?
Oh, that's another one.
Would you email us video questions that we could put up on the podcast and we could respond to? Because that's something we'd be open to doing if people are open to, doing the 30-second video question or whatever, send it to one of our emails. We'll figure it out. Well, whatever, Chelsea's email, or mine's trentajakude@gmail, or info@thickerthanbloodmusic.com.
Mhm.
Kurt's is CY Healers or something.
Yeah,
at-
cyhealers@gmail.com.
That's right. I always forget. That's why I just press C when I go to email you and it pops
I
up.
know. That's what I do for everything, for phone numbers, for all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
I met some incredible new singers, musicians on the other side of Canada. And would love to interview them.
You should interview them while you're there backstage with your phone, selfie style. Get some. That would be a good thing for you to do if you could get even for the people that are watching, just a few 5
or just
1-minute
collect all of
interviews.
the content, and then
or
we have
that
stuff
too.
that we could share.
we
while
could
we're-
make a video that shows your content for your next trip or whatever. If you
Yeah.
get some video, I can put it together and we can live stream it. And also over the summer, I'm going to live stream some other stuff that we did. This podcast started in essence from when Leanne Goose and I were going to create another podcast. So I have a bunch of footage of me and her hashing out how we were going to do the podcast originally. So I'll air some of that as well this summer. And just to keep you guys engaged, it's extra, little insights into how we got to where we are right now. And hopefully next in September, we're going to bring you some cool content, especially if you guys get more interactive with us. Like, buy our shirts. No, I'm just kidding.
Buy our
I've
shirts.
got a new album. It's
Hey,
available
where is
on all online
Oh, yeah, the
platforms.
shirt is right at the front of the table there.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you're interested in getting a shirt, make sure you get at Trent or get at one of us here, and we can point you in the right direction for sure.
And Chelsea's possibly got a recording project coming up in the fall.
Yeah.
We're just waiting to see if she gets a much-deserved grant that she's applied for.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Come on.
We have faith. We have faith.
But also, this Sunday, we're actually going to get started on the second cover album. And we've gotten in touch. I want to try out a different producer for maybe the next two songs, just to see, or next song for sure, like just to see, how they do my music
Yeah.
any differently or whatever. I have a couple of video projects coming up. If you guys, all 41 of you that are watching right now, stay tuned for about 7-8 o'clock tonight. Ian Rossiter and I are going to go live. He's going to play guitar for me. I'm going to try to get to some of your guys' requests. I did write them down when I was able to actually
Yeah,
go
and
through.
what songs would people want to hear on a cover album of yours?
Mhm.
That
I
would
hate
be
you.
good to hear.
Don't do that. I hate you. There was a lot to go through already. I'm like,
Make sure you tag Chelsea when you comment.
She's like, I'm on already album 4.
Yeah. I've got enough info here for 8 albums, Trent. You're the one who has to pick them. You said you needed ideas. I'm getting you ideas.
Trent, he does that. He says, I got an idea for you. I'm gonna put you to work. It's like, how about you get some interviews? She's talking about she can't even take a smoke break. And he's like, how about you get a few interviews of backstage with some artists after you're done?
can you take a smoke break?
You caught that, eh?
It's just an idea.
I mean, I'm just throwing it out there. If you happen to find an extra 30 seconds and you got this fancy iPhone, say, hey, what's your name? Say what's up to my podcast, peeps.
Okay. I wanted to talk about the next coming, the next few gigs, few shows. First of all, I want to give a shout out to Harry Thomas Charles. I hope I'm saying your last name right. He's worked so hard to really, get me into a bunch of stuff out there in Quebec in the queer communities and stuff. So, and shout out to Wasanabe. Just that one gig I had, I think it was three shows lined up right after.
Oh, wow.
2 or 3. And then, so I can't wait to see what comes out of this next gig coming up. I'll just say OJ because I don't know how to say that. Is it OJ Boogamoo? It could be. I don't know. And so I'll be taking Kristen McKay with me to this event. I'm excited about. I think it's a pretty big event, but also the fact they have people tribute band for George Jones tribute band.
Cool.
And the guy really sounds like George Jones. I'm
Does
going
he sing
to
through
cry.
his teeth? I want to send a shout out to Kristen too, because you're taking Kristen with you. But I asked Kristen for a little bit of help a little while ago, and she jumped right in and she helped us secure a place to do Kurt's screening in Winnipeg.
Mhm.
Those were some of the artists that we were talking about that are helping us put this together, because without Kirsten's help, it definitely would not be happening. And same thing with Jana as well. Without their hard work and getting things funded for us to go, we want to say thank you. So that's awesome that we're all and it all happens from this podcast, us viewing different artists and then making those friendships. It's
Yeah,
amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and it's kind of our job in the community to keep people connected. Like you needed somebody to play on that thing yesterday, so I suggested Ian. Now you guys are doing a live stream tonight. Like I want my cut, but I mean, no, I'm just kidding.
We told you what we were paying you for the gig, right?
Yeah, okay. No, it's but that's what it's all about, is like helping each other out, and
Bro prices.
yeah, helping each other out, and then getting a piece of the action every time.
Mhm. Yes. I'll be doing K days. I'm home for 2 days, really 3. The 28th, I'm doing K days. It's a half-hour set, so that's fun with Marty and Rudy and the Mountain Men. There's also the Camar Folk Music Festival.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we're going to sell a lot of merch, pour that money right back into music. I'm home for 1 day, so okay. I hope you guys are okay with this. I shared an event. I think it was the Eventbrite. I shared an event that Beatrice Love is organizing to raise money for cancer for a friend of hers, an incredible woman. She's so
For
sweet.
cancer research.
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
Or to help her during her really hard times right now, I believe.
Oh, okay.
So, and she's a single mom and she's got a little one. You know how scary that can be. I'm sure we've all had somebody or known somebody that has gone, had to battle cancer. And, some people, get through it and some people don't. And we just wanted to show this, beautiful woman that, the support that people care and people understand what it's like to be a single mom. But I have the honor, so get this, I have the honor of shaving Beatrice Love's hair off.
Oh wow.
I'm like,
Are you gonna
so
Are you
scared.
gonna videotape this?
oh
or-
no, yeah,
yeah,
it's
it's
part
gotta
of the event.
I just sounded like my dad there. Nobody videotapes anything.
Yeah.
Are you gonna get it on video?
Yeah,
It's
so
live stream.
Yes.
that is what the event actually is. So come
When is this?
August 2nd.
Nice.
So you pledge, I guess you'll donate.
You should do like a big countdown on your website, like every day before it happens, like 10 days before.
That's a really good
You know,
idea.
10 days
Yeah.
till Beatrice loses her hair.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
9 days till
See how many
Beatrice
people
loses
you
her
can
hair.
get.
I know, and I've been so busy, and I'm just like, B, can I give you my password to my social media so that you could, kind of help me so that I can help you, kind of thing. But she's super busy too, a lot going on, and same thing with me. And I'm like, I gotta just try to find the time. But I like that idea. I like that idea.
Yeah.
Like, what is it? 10 days until I shave Beatrice Love's hair off, So you would basically donate. Doesn't have to be a lot, $5, $10, $20, whatever, to be able to get the link to the event.
Okay.
And then we will be singing, we will be talking, hopefully.
So this is gonna be on Zoom or not Zoom.
Eventbrite.
Eventbrite.
Oh.
Okay, Eventbrite, everybody.
When she shaves her head, can you let her know that I have a request? I want her to sing "Nothing Compares to You."
Yeah. Oh, she could probably rock that one.
Oh, for
man.
sure.
She could.
And I hope you'll have not forgotten about Beatrice Love. Beatrice Love is actually so she's working on, learning some new songs that are more fitted for her style of music, R&B and soul.
Nice.
She has been posting. She is on TikTok now, and she's, just trying to help a friend out with promotion and stuff like that. But she is also doing, what is it? Facilitating work. So she does she's a life coach. She's a certified life coach. She has this this is why I don't talk, because light switch went off and I'm like, I don't know words.
She's a certified life coach, you said.
Yes.
Yeah.
Facilitating work, whether it be online or going to your community.
Okay.
That's
Like-
Yeah.
amazing. What time is the event happening?
I don't know.
Not sure.
I don't know.
How can people find out?
So I will share the link again.
There you go.
Yeah, share it on so people can click on it and make sure you attend it. Donate what you can. We've all had people in our lives that have been affected by cancer. All three of us sitting here
Yeah.
in our families.
Mhm.
So it's definitely when we see our family members go through that, the last thing they want to think about is their bills and getting kicked out. When they're sick and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's amazing to see these events happening
Mhm.
for sure.
Yes. So I'm only home for the one day, and that's what I'm going to be doing, and then off to Inu Nigamu. So you can actually YouTube Inu Nigamu Festival, and I was just like blown away. I'm like actually really scared. There's so many people. Like the stage is huge, and there's a variety of acts that are going to be there. Rudy will be coming with me to that one. I'm not too sure if Quebec plans on keeping me there for 3 extra days yet, but I'm home for like maybe 4, and then Trent and I are actually going to spend a week in a few places. There was like Trout Lake, I believe that's not in Alberta. So there's Trout Lake. Then there's Moose Factory, where I get to go and see Terry Ann Strong Arm.
Oh, sweet.
Nice.
Yeah, and then Maniwaki.
Well, you know what? I am just gonna follow you.
Yeah.
We'll be cool.
Have a wheelchair on standby.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. I'll make sure that I bring a walker so I can carry some of your stuff with the walker. You put it on there, push it down. Or a cart, like a little wagon. Those are maybe a wagon at the airport. Would they let me take my little wagon? So yeah, Chelsea's busy.
Yeah.
We're all kind of busy. August isn't super busy for me, but coming up, I got a rodeo with Jared Lee. I got a gig this weekend in Newbrook at the Newbrook Hall with Mike Larson. K-Days, I'm playing with Leanne Goose. We're opening for Donna Merrow. Well, she's opening for Donna Merrow. I'm playing bass.
Look
What's
what
that?
Harry said. Chelsea, you will have more communities coming in the province of Quebec. Cruz, Algonquin, and Eno. I'm hoping hockey tournaments 2022 to 2023
Oh,
for
sweet.
performances like Saturday nights. I love you, Harry.
Yeah.
We could have just put it there and you could have read it like that. See, I highlighted it now.
I think I'm gonna need to hire you as my agent, Harry.
There you go.
We need an agent. We need a booking agent. An inquiry came in for Montana. I'm like, come on, Montana.
Oh, and just for people out there too, if you want to bring the podcast to your community, we're more than open to come and do a performance and a live podcast for you as well. Like we'll come and talk like we do here, and we'll talk with people from your community if you want. We could do interviews, we could do all kinds of things.
Absolutely.
Because that's kind of what we like to do is chit chat and get to know people. And I'd like to call myself a professional visitor.
We come visit you on your social medias platforms.
But I'll even come to your house for the right amount of money. No.
Trent, that's getting weird. Yeah, no, we will be at the King Eddie here on
That's right.
the 25th. It's going to be the kickoff to the Calgary International Blues Fest. So if you're around Calgary, come check us out at the legendary King Eddie, where a lot of the cool artists have played. BB King, many cool artists that have come through have played that. They've revamped it. We're actually going to be playing on the rooftop. If it is
Weather
raining,
permitting.
yeah, if it is raining that day, we will be inside. But if it is, a nice night, we're hoping on it. We'll be playing on the rooftop there as well on the 25th of this month. So make sure that you come check us out from 7 to 11. We'll be there. yeah, it's in conjunction with the Calgary International Blues Fest. I'll be there, opening up each day with a song, and just yeah, it's nice to see that they've always kind of had that support for Indigenous artists as well. And I'll be also doing Heritage Days here in Edmonton as well. Yeah, and a few
Oh
other things
yes,
coming up. I can't really think of everything that I got going on, but
we got to
I
do a
What,
quick
you
shout
hired
out
me?
too.
Come on now.
I know, jeez, eh?
We
I
got
would
to
love
do
to
a quick
take you on
shout
a-
out that our good friend Jared Lee, he plays in a band with Matt Pat. Well, it's Jared Lee's band, and then Matt plays there, and Jonas Ranville, and what's the other dude's name? Jordan Leadon. They're opening for Tanya Tucker tonight, and they got our good
Yeah,
friend Smokey Fennell playing with them as well. So
that's
good
awesome.
At
luck,
the River Cree
boys.
Resort and Casino.
Yes, at the River Cree Resort and Casino.
That's my boy.
That's Matt.
Yeah.
That was weird.
Maddie.
That was weird.
And we didn't mean to interrupt your flow, but again, for what we're doing in September, we're actually, like Kurt said, we're doing the viewing in Winnipeg, but we're actually on our way to do a showcase for Ontario Presents in Orillia, Ontario, from September 15th to 17th. It's we'll be out there doing that, and I also may have a gig booked for us in Cowessess First Nation. You know, Kurt has ties to Cowessess. His dad was from
Mhm.
there. It's
Yeah.
where my family's from. They've we're just talking about doing a show there on our way out to the the showcase in Ontario to kind of help
Yeah.
us get there.
And
So
it'll
yeah,
be leading also
to
into
Winnipeg.
to the Winnipeg show. So yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Yeah,
We're gonna be
nice.
in Ontario, so if anybody, September 17th and 18th, we could be free for a gig. Me
There
and
we
Kurt will
go.
be out there, so just putting that out into the universe.
Schools as well, school shows. You
Yeah.
know, that's definitely something that we're doing. It's something that I used to do on my own, but recently now I've been collaborating with Trent and the boys here. So yeah, we're definitely down to do communities, schools, all those type of things, and yeah, we're ready to rock.
I'll play a dive bar. Give me a call. And apparently Trevor's going to bring his trailer, so we're going to have full backline with us all the way to Ontario. So that may be something that I want to do too. We should do like a quick documentary, and maybe on the way back we'll just stop in little towns with a small town tavern and just set up and play for them, even if
Yeah.
there's only like 3 people there or something.
Yeah.
Or just go and invite everybody all day. We'll see. We'll think of something like that, because I think it'd be cool to do just like a pop-up show in an old hotel or something.
Mhm. Yeah, those pop-up shows were popular right after COVID there.
Well,
Sure.
because I played in every dive bar I could imagine here in Alberta and Saskatchewan, and even a little bit in BC. So
Hire me. What the? I'm just kidding. Somebody asked what night I'd be performing in Canmore. That's what I'm looking for right now. But I'm there actually throughout the entire weekend doing. I believe there are like 2 smaller stages. I think that we would be performing on, and also on the big stage, and also I believe the pub just right outside the festival.
cool.
So yeah, like there's a lot going on.
So you'll be there.
Yeah, I'll be there.
You'll be all up in it
Yes.
for the entire weekend.
Yes. So come and find me. I wrote this on a post actually where I was like, if you want to visit with me like before and after performances, you're more than welcome to. It doesn't bother me. Just don't be one of those people who repeat yourself like you're so good. You're so good. Like you're so talented. I like your music. I'm a regular person. I'm a normal human being. Let's have a, conversation, because like at that point I'm like, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So I love to hang out with people, especially kids and elders. So yeah. So if you just
Me,
wanna
I
come
don't
and
like
say hi.
people, so don't come around me. I'm just kidding. Well, I think I've said everything I need to say for this live stream.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Thanks
I don't
for
even know
tuning
how
in.
long we've been going.
Thanks for tuning in to season 1, and we're looking forward to season 2 and
Yeah.
Many more awesome artists, because there is some cool ones out there, and they keep popping up every day.
And it's our job to lift each other up.
Yes.
Exactly.
It
We
absolutely
got to
is.
connect each other and make things happen, and look out for the Deadly Uncles podcast.
That's right.
Going to be coming out. Yeah, very
Or just
shortly.
Deadly Uncles podcast.
Deadly
We're still
Uncles.
fighting over the.
Yeah, that might end. It might be
Yeah.
Deadly Uncles.
We
podcast.
just haven't really. That's why you haven't seen a podcast yet, because we can't get past the title.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're in season 2 of it, but we haven't released. No, just
Yes, and that one. Yeah, we're just gonna be cool. No, I'm just kidding. We're gonna focus on like men's health, and not in a fitness way. Like my brother started to laugh at me. He's like, "You and Kurt are doing a men's health podcast?" I said, "Not a fitness podcast. We're going to talk about, living a well-balanced life and having good balanced mental health and physical health.
And we're not going to be the advisors. We're going to have the guests come in.
Yeah, we're going to have people come and tell us about it.
Advisors to tell us about mental health. We're going to be interviewing people that run, iHuman, the New Tribe from Calgary. The different men organizations that'll be happening. So, yeah, it's going to be awesome because there's nothing really going on for boys or men. So we need to lift up our young boys, our youth, and also our men as well. So that's what we're doing.
And Chelsea, it's not like we're getting rid of you because we're still doing this. We're just doing something on the side, too. The Deadly Uncles podcast is like our side chick.
Yeah. While we were coming up with names.
You're cheating on me then.
We were coming up with names at the beginning of this, and Chelsea was like, "How about one girl and two guys?" And we're like, "No."
How about two guys and one girl?
That's so wrong.
But no, I have had fun in this first season. We learned a lot about a lot of different artists, and actually a lot about each other, and a lot about Chelsea's adult ADD.
That's why I was like, happy pills.
So we'll see you guys in September. Hey, that's a song, isn't it? See me in September.
No, wake me up.
Oh, wake me up in September. Yeah. Okay, we'll wake you up in September. Yeah. We'll give you maybe a week's notice before we do the first one back. Let us know who you want us to interview out there in the Indigenous music scene, and we'll try and make it happen. Keep inboxing Chelsea because she loves to go through all your comments.
Have a good one, everybody.
All right, peace.
Love you. Bye.
Oh, I thought I ended it, but